So, oh my god, what the fuck? Forget it. Today is July 12th. I'm sorry. What's the date? The 13th? Or the 14th? It's the 13th. Today's the 13th. This day last week, I went to the hospital to check my baby's heartbeat, and there wasn't one. So ended up delivering. He was stillborn. We don't know what caused it. But that's the purpose of this video. I'm in the hospital room. My mom comes, and I understand due to her trauma and all this shit, like, you might not know how to react emotionally. Who knows? I don't know. But I would assume if your only child, fuck all that, I'm not assuming nothing, told her what happened. I drove to the hospital, so she brings my boyfriend to the hospital. Ugh, this fucking ponytail. So she brings my boyfriend to the hospital. She get there. As soon as she get there, no hug, no I'm sorry, no nothing. She just instantly starts talking about how she got a friend who's a supervisor over all the nurses, and she gonna call her. For what? I don't know. I'm a damn season ticket holder with fucking Centennial Hills Hospital. Them people know me up in there. I've delivered now I have delivered 6 of my 8 children there. So the people know me, they remember me. Plus my doctor know me, and obviously my doctor know me. So anyway, that happens. Then she proceeds to like, you know, now mind you, they're letting everything happen naturally, so they're gonna induce me, break my water if necessary. It didn't come to that, but yeah. So then she starts asking me about putting my baby on the insurance policy. Mind you, I haven't even delivered yet. I still have my child without a heartbeat in my stomach, trying to process this. Trying to process the fact that I have to give birth, and when I give birth there won't be a cry afterwards. It won't be a baby snuggling up, like none of that. And see, I gotta make this now, because I probably won't ever make it if I don't. Tears and all. So shit. So yeah, that's what happens. It's hot outside. I'm sweating, but whatever. So then, yeah, she's asking me about putting my baby on a policy, and I'm like, why would I do that? Like, what's the benefit of that? Like, these policy, she already got a policy, like, on me, my boyfriend, my kid. She got a policy on our family. Don't got nothing to do with us. And I already had an attitude about that, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, whatever. Like, whatever. But I should have said something. I should have said something a whole bunch of times. But anyway, I'm like, no, like, what's the point of doing that? Like, anything is gonna go to you, like, not me, so why would I do that? Oh, well, because what's yours is mine. Okay. Okay. Fast forward, I hear her giving somebody directions, telling them what room I'm in. I'm like, who is that? She's like, oh, that's Steph. That's her husband, my stepdad. I didn't ask her to call him. I didn't tell her I wanted him to be there. I didn't ask her to do shit. but just come there and be there for me. You didn't have to call nobody. You didn't have to text nobody. You didn't have to do none of that shit. Second, you know me and this man ain't talking to me. You know we not talking. The relationship is strained. You know how he feels about my baby daddy, my family. So why would you include him in this? So he comes in the hospital. Don't say 2 words to me. Don't say shit to me. Walk up to my mom. He looks at me, walks up to my mom and starts asking her what's going on. She don't really know what's going on, so she can't explain it. So then I just jump in. But still, no, are you okay? I'm sorry, back, none of that. Just sit down. And now everybody in their fucking phone. Everybody on social media, Google, whatever the fuck, right? So then I told the nurses when it's time for, me to deliver the baby, I just want me and Chris in there. So they're like, okay, just let us know when you feel like you gotta push. I let them know. Apparently it's a problem that I don't want them in the room. Mind you, you ain't never been in a delivery room. And I've pushed out 8 babies. You haven't ever been in a delivery room. So, I gave birth to my 4th child in your living room on the floor. I did a home birth. You left that home birth to go to somebody's repast or wake or some shit. So you ain't never been there. So why would you expect me to allow you there when this ain't that type of party? This ain't that type of nothing. You don't never say congratulations. You ain't never happy for me until the baby get here. But before then, from the time you find out I was pregnant. Oh, and this is another thing. She also lied because she hadn't been speaking to me from this past August 2025 when we moved into my grandma's house about some money. Basically about me saying, hold on, pump the brakes. I know I have financial responsibilities to you, but I also have a family. And you not just finna be dictating my paycheck. Because if I took a loan with Bank of America or Chase, they not finna come and sit on my couch and they're not finna come doing everything that you're doing. If at the very least I don't pay the loan back, I default on the loan, they're gonna do whatever they need to do to take the necessary steps to sue me, whatever. But no, you want to come over, you want to have an attitude, you want to belittle my parenting, degrade, demean, say whatever the fuck you want to say. Your husband do the same thing. And then you talking about, what's mine is yours. So fast forward. I'm like, all right, whatever, She's like, oh, well, when you speak to the funeral home, let me know when you go down there. I'm already knowing what this is. So, whatever. Talk to the funeral home. And then, I don't know what happened, but then she goes to saying she asked me again, did I talk to him? I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to go down there. I'm just waiting on the time. Mind you, got the time, got the details. I'm just pussyfooting around because I got a problem just directly saying no and leaving it. Well, I had a problem, but I ain't doing that. Shit's out the window. That shit's out the window. So I'm like, I'm waiting on them to tell me a time to come down there. And she's like, okay, because it should only be me and you down there. Whoever's paying for it should have a say. And I'm like, oh, so are you referencing my Aunt Glenda? Because I asked her to come. And secondly, you don't have a say. You don't have nothing to do with none of this. The only thing that you need to do is be a pillar of support as my mother. And you're failing terribly at that. And then you want to tell me, oh, because it's only people who should have a say. You don't have a fucking say in what I do with my child's remains. How I process it, whether I want to include you or not. You don't have no fucking say. And that's the fucking problem. You equate money with power and control. And I don't want it. I don't want your money. I don't want your help. I don't want shit. Because now the only thing I do want from you, you don't have the emotional capacity to give it to me. And now at this point, it's just, how do I protect my kids from these generational cycles and this narcissistic abuse? How do I protect my kids? Because my 15-year-old's already too far gone. This nigga, he's drinking the Kool-Aid. But I got 6 other ones. And so I'm just trying, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because on top of all of this, mind you, the only reason we start talking, right? When I first found out I was pregnant, I told 3 of my aunts. One of those aunts is her sister. The other 2 is my dad's sisters. She finds out because my aunt on my dad's side is married. Her husband used to be married to an aunt on my mom's side. My mom's great aunt. They were married, divorced, then he got married to the aunt on my dad's side. Somehow, the news comes from my Aunt Sheila to her husband, who then gives it to his ex-wife, who then gives it to my mom, who then comes to my house and is like, oh, your granny came to me in a dream last night and told me you were pregnant and told me not to nag you about it. But I don't know why she would say that, because I never nag you. Oh, but you do. Not only do you nag, you have a full-blown attitude, and you will not talk to me for months. At the very minimum, I would say 4 to 6 months at the minimum, each pregnancy. So that's a total of about fucking 28 months at the very least. And then you want to come with this shit. You and your husband. So then fast forward. This happened July 10th. They came over, what was this, 2 days ago? I believe. And I'm sitting outside smoking as they're leaving. And then here comes my mom's husband. Like, they're leaving. I'm sitting in the garage. They walking past the front door. And then he comes up and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. You're okay? Are you sure? Like, rubbing me on my back and shit. All the shit you should have did when you showed up at the hospital with a fucking attitude. And I'm just sitting there like a day late and $1 short. Like, I'm fine. You already showed your hand. You already showed it. Like, you already told me how you feel about my family and my baby daddy and me and my decisions. And then at the hospital, you showed it. Because it don't cost nobody nothing to be polite, to have compassion or consideration. And if you knew you didn't have none of that shit, you should have never came to the hospital. Especially to come to the hospital and not say nothing, and then to show up 4 days later talking about you okay, trying to back rub and shit. I don't need a fucking back rub. I'm cool on you and your wife. Because every time it happens. And now I'm realizing, like, it's not... I'm the person thinking, oh no, they care, everybody's just going through stuff. Everybody's having a hard time. But I don't take my bad stuff and my hard times out on them. And I try so hard not to take it out on my kids. So for y'all to still be carrying on with this charade and these shenanigans from like my childhood, like, I see it for what it is now. I recognize it for what it is, and I'm not making excuses for it anymore. It is what it is. You are who you are. I am who I am. But I don't have to accept that shit, and I'm not going to. And it haven't even been a week yet. It's been 6 days, and all this shit is happening while I'm still trying to process losing a child, lactating, my uterus contracting, still having to take care of my other children and be present, but wanting to be alone, like trying not to be depressed and have postpartum, and here you is with this shit. So I'm over it. You see how hard I'm puffing on this black and out? Over it. Because what the fuck? Some people be like, oh, my mom is my best friend. I love her. I'll tell her everything. And obviously, I know, like, I'm breaking the cycle. Like, you know,